Oh yeah, it's a decent one.
All right, folks, what is going on? If you guys can hear the gunfire in the background, a lot of you guys know exactly where I'm at. We are at Tenoroc. It's just a big property with a bunch of different fisheries where they manage for bass. I don't know all of the ins and outs of this place, but I just know that there are some large fish here. What's actually funny, the lake that I wanted to fish, I didn't expect it to be full. However, it's full right now. With that being said, there are a bunch of little lakes around here. Some of them are bigger than others. Some of them are like the size of a pond. If you don't get here in time, you may not get to fish that lake. It just depends on if there's a slot open or not. We're going out here to fish another lake that I had in mind, and that is Lake 3. I really don't know too much about the fisheries in this area, so I don't even know which lake I'm at. Matter of fact, this is what I'm looking at here. Not much to really go off of. We definitely didn't go down far enough. All right, we're gonna explore a little bit. At least you guys know where I'm at here. We have a tournament next weekend, and today I guess we're gonna see what Lake 3 has in store. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna try to put a couple fish in this boat. This has got to be that fork in the road, right? Looks like a fork to me. Lake 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. This place just gives you another view of Florida that you don't really get to see from the city limits. Alright, Lake 4 and 5, Lake 2, 3, and 10. Alright. We're making it somewhere. See water. Alright, so we found Lake 3. It's got a nice little boat route. Considering there's only one car here, there's not a whole lot of talk going on about this lake, at least. We're just gonna have to see what this lake has to offer. Hopefully this lake produces. Let's see what happens. So far this water is very clear, very tannic. Uh-oh. All right, guys. Well, what the heck? I'm gonna just give that a second. I don't know if my controller is dead or if we just paddling today. That's what this is. Yeah, I don't know what time it is. Okay, we got power now. Maybe she's just dead. Well, guys, we'll just give the old controller a minute to charge. There's really no hurry here. I mean, we're right next to some good looking stuff, so we're just gonna try our luck. I don't think it's too late to throw topwater, especially given the area that we're fishing here. So we're gonna start with a little popper here. It looks like a bluegill. Really mimics some of the darker bluegill in this area, and you really never know. Might be able to get bit on it. Got the trolling motor working. I just want to get back in here and explore, see what this lake has to offer, see if I can find anything. See if I can find anything that says fish me. I'm assuming if we can find like a little brush pile or something out deep, You should be able to catch some fish on it. There's just a lot of stuff you can fish on the bank. This has got to be a summertime spot right here. You got 18 to 20 feet water right here. There's a thermocline at about 10 feet. And that's exactly where the base of those trees are. So they should be right here. Alright. And it's just another reason I picked this lake, because I saw that it had some standing timber. And this may be exactly what I'm looking for. Oh no. There's a jig fish. Okay. Might have been a little school under that stick there. Well, it's like a... Well guys, that's not a very big one. And you guys are sadly looking behind me at my ass. That is a jig fish. If we can increase the size of that fish by another 10 inches, it may be worth coming over here. We're gonna break our prop right here. Is the gator gonna jump out at us? I don't see anything. Don't mean it won't. It's 3 feet. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should be throwing some kind of square bill, I feel like. Hopper's finna go. Right here. A lot of this stuff is 10 feet or more. It gets really shallow around the structure, so it's like little islands or something. Ooh, man. I know how to fish. Well, we're not going to pass this culvert and not skip something in there. Figured there'd be a big old gator in there. Oh yeah. I'll drag it this way. It's 9 feet right here. It's like a little hole out in front of us. Gosh, this is what I was afraid of. This quality. I was afraid we were gonna catch some tiny ones in here. I think these lakes have big ones in them, but I don't know if the smaller ones are just super abundant or what. Got a little shaded bank right here. And just islands with matted structures, what it looks like. This just seems like a fishy cove. You got a bunch of little insects. Okay. Got a little fighter. Might be the better one of the day. I don't know. It's just the fightingest one of the day, I guess you could say. This is definitely not the quality we're needing. This is, oh wow. You'll see that. Alright, buddy. Some pretty colors. Some darker colors. Just not the size we're looking for. That fish was a little deeper, it sounded. I will say this little paddle tail that I'm throwing has beautiful action to it. So we'll throw this around for a second. May need to throw a square bill though. It's feeling real square billish. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on the bottom like I want to with this current setup. Alright. Just here. It's a pretty natural-ish looking color, am I right? I probably should have been throwing the square bill a lot earlier, to be honest with you guys. May even need to throw a crankbait. We do have a jerkbait rod with us. That's a little bit lighter test, and we could throw a deep diving jerkbait or a deep diving crank with some of these deeper spots. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We got on a little bite here. We may just keep doing what we're doing. Oh, it almost looks red in here. Oh, there's a gator right under us. Hopefully he doesn't surface. So another good thing about this lake is it's sort of clear, so these gators can see you before you get to them. There's a fish right there. Can I catch him? This was like a 15-incher. Okay. Put this up for a second. Is there a wacky fish in here, man? I saw two decent ones right here. 15, and I ended up seeing another one what looked like it was about 15. Oh yeah, I got a bite. That's one of the better ones. I think that's a bass. Oh, that's what? Well, it was a bass. It's probably that 15 we saw there. And yeah, that happened. How do you even get it off? All right. Oh my god. I think that was a tilapia. That or a gar. I'm gonna have to resort to skipping a wacky rig the entire deal. But man, this stuff just looks so good to pass up. I think we just skip a couple times at a tree and then move to the next one, even though they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like right here, that tree is over. Oh, okay. I'm out here doing it. Oh no. I may have skipped that too hard. No, we're good. These fish are probably going to be suspended on any structure this deep. I think I got a bite. It's not bad. It's bigger than the 12s, I think. Don't let me jinx y'all. No, it's definitely not bigger than the 12s. He felt a lot better. They been on some structure down there? I really don't know. It's getting to the point of the day, guys, where you just gotta kick back and relax in the old yak. Sometimes you need to take a nap. If I could just find the section of the lake that they're most abundant on, that would help. But not only that, if I could just get one over 20 inches, I wouldn't feel so bad about coming out here next weekend. I don't know how much longer I'll be out here, because I think the plan here is just continue fishing, see if there's anything worth coming back to. If not, we're just gonna go to B tomorrow and get a little practice in early in the morning, compare the two, and go from there. Oh, I got a bite. Oh, that's not a bad one. I don't know what it is, but it feels like a bass, but also, oh yeah, it's a decent one. Okay, that's better than what we've been finding. Look at you, boo. Good luck, Sean. Okay, well here, I'm about to unhook this fish. I'll holler at you in a little bit. Well guys, there's a fish right in the side of the mouth there. These hooks that I'm using are just little 1/16 ounce weighted wacky hooks. I find them at Walmart, I find them at Dick's, Academy, Sporting Goods, all those good places. That is a chunk. I'd say he's probably about 1.5 pounds at least. 1 3/4 pounds, somewhere in there. Soft little fish. All right, buddy. We appreciate it. On the old green red flaked worm there. Okay. Pretty solid little deal there. I feel like I've caught so many fish on a wacky rig here lately, especially this year. I've just been on a wacky rig tear. I will say, guys, it is getting very warm out here, and I don't want to stay out here to the point where I'm fighting heat exhaustion. So we're really just going to pick and choose where we want to cast here. We're not really going to beat too much of this bank. I'm hitting shade and shade only. Alright guys, well, we made it over to the other side of this little pool here. We started over here on that standing timber, or that little brush pile out there in the middle, pretty close to the boat ramp, and we jumped around all up in there, and I mean, we caught some fish, but nothing of quality. And I need at least a minimum of 15 inches per fish next weekend. So with that being said, it doesn't look like we're going to be fishing this one. I did hop over here to this other side, so it looks pretty fishy in here. I don't know if there's any quality over here. I don't even know if there's any quantity over here, but we're gonna try to catch fish. We're gonna give it about an hour or so, see if we can put a fish in the boat over here, and if all else fails, we'll hop on out of here. I think we are just going to stick with Lake B next weekend, regardless of how practice goes. Now, I would like to come back out here and fish this a little bit more thoroughly, just see what this fishery has to offer. I know a lot of the lakes in here can fish similar to this, but all of them should have quality fish in it. We just never really came across the quality today. Now, we did catch a solid, I would say 15-ish, but one of those is not going to suffice. Hopefully we can just go to B and catch some fish and feel confident going into next weekend, because this ain't it. With all that being said, folks, we are now at the boat ramp. If you guys made it this far into the video, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the tournament next weekend, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.